Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Hello, welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today, we're going to look at the coming week's energies. Whenever you come to this, I'm confident there will be a message here for you. So, we are going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, the main Oracle, and my trusty Gilded Tarot. So, I hope you're all doing well. Please remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Okay, let's get right to it. I hope you're all doing well. Really hot here in the state of Maine. I think it's going to be in the 90s today. Oh my goodness, that's pretty hot for the month of May. So I've got to run around and close all the curtains before I go and keep it cool in here. All right. The card that you have is All That Glitters. This is card number 16, which is a 7. Sevens are reflection. You see here a pile of glittery gold with two masks on top and a face behind that's kind of lit up. There is a dot on the third eye of this person or entity that's behind the pile of gold. Oh, jeepers, Lisa, come on. All right. All that glitters. Essential meanings for this card are a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. So, yeah, there's many different meanings in this, right? So, chasing every little sparkly new thing can get you in a lot of trouble financially, yeah, but also because you're only looking at the superficial, right? We need to use our gut instinct when we're doing things, when we're taking jobs, when we're, inviting people into our friend circle and into our friend group. We really need to be discerning about that. But the other meaning about this is dressing something up to make it look better than it is, right? And we can do that to our own selves. I know I did it at one point in time when I was in a relationship where the person was very verbally and emotionally abusive. And I would say to myself, well, he's not an alcoholic. I would just, and that was what I was doing. I was dressing it up to make it seem like it was okay. And then I became very unhappy, and that person eventually did become physically abusive, and it was horrible. But I saw the signs. I was just dressing it up. I was putting a mask on, right? I didn't want to admit to my friends and family that I had failed at this relationship. I had chosen the wrong person. It was very difficult, so trying to be something you're not, that also has very many meanings. It can have the meaning of presenting yourself as having skills or knowledge that you don't have. But it can also be taking on too much because you're saying, oh, I can do it. I can handle it. I can do all this. So many, many meanings in this card. Wow, that is a very deep, deep card. Okay, I'm going to face the camera down and we're going to pull some tarot and see what else comes out for you, my beautiful Cancers. Okay, so I've already meditated on your energy, shuffled the cards, and we're going to do some more. I like it when the cards come out on their own. Look at, what is it? The Hermit. Oh, yeah. So that can go right along with going within. It is going within, excuse me. But also can be telling you to be discerning. Remember how we said with this card, you need to be discerning about who you let in to your friend group. Don't let your guard down too soon with people. Don't be too trusting. I don't know why this is the message, but it is. Oh man, wow. Swords, swords, swords. Communication. These are coming out pretty quickly too. But this is, honestly, this is the tarot deck that I'm mostly connected with. This is the one that set it all off for me. After trying several decks before this, this was the one. Okay. Yeah, so communication is going to be a biggie for the upcoming week. Okay, they gave you an extra one. Let's put that over there for now. All right, my beautiful Cancers. All right, let's take these in the order in which they came. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I see a lot of stuff already right off the bat. All right, so this is Virgo energy, right? Virgo energy. But Virgos are perfectionist. So, or that's one of their traits, right? That's one of the traits of the sign of Virgo, is being a perfectionist. And sometimes the all that glitters thing can be relating to, like I said, you putting on a mask to present yourself in a certain way, because you don't want anybody to see you as less than perfect, right? So it can be that. It can also be, so you're wanting to present yourself as nothing less than perfect, and then you're wanting everybody around you to be perfect, right? So that can be a very big burden when you just want everybody to think your life is perfect. Well, here's a news flash. Nobody is perfect, and nobody's life is perfect. Nobody's relationship is perfect, right? So the other part of this is the Hermit, right? This is Virgo energy, which is perfectionism sometimes. But the Hermit is going within, listening to your gut instincts. If you do that, then your light will be your path will be lit up, excuse me. So if you go within, my beautiful Cancers, and you take the time to tune into your gut, you're going to know, is this friend right for my group? Do I trust this person? What is happening right now? Do I really need to put on a show for these people? I can be myself, right? Seeing beyond the superficial was another message of this, and you can only do that when you're tuned in, because people can present themselves to you any way they want. It's up to you, to us, to everyone, to figure out if they're telling the truth, if they're being honest, and how we feel about. I don't know why Spirit wanted me to go on and on about that one card, or those two cards, I should say. All right, next card is the Knight of Swords. I often think of this card as having, the energy of. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I was getting distracted. There were some noises. I don't know what the cat was doing back there. So I often think of this as Gemini energy, because they really are bubbly go-getters, and this is air signs. Whereas I think of the King of Swords more as Aquarius energy. This I think of as Gemini energy, because Geminis are very bubbly, very talkative, very, they're going after what they want, right? But knights protect the king and queen, okay? So how do they protect the king and queen? Here we go with communication again. We already had this. Truth, right? You got to have the one sword is truth. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. But when there is one sword, the king, the queen, and the knight each have one sword. And I think the page does too. There's an element of truth going on with communication. Well, I mean, nobody should be lying, right? So yeah, there's an element of truth. Knights are moving forward. They are paving the way for the king and queen to come after them. So who is your Gemini energy person who's paving the way for you to be more honest, not to be attracted to all that glitters, to be more discerning about your friends and who you let into your group? Who do you believe, right? And then you have this Seven of Cups. Cups being water signs, like you. Sevens are reflection. And that's what you had for your first card. All that glitters was also. You need to do some thinking back about your choices, Cancer, so that you can make better choices going forward. That's what I'm hearing. Now, nobody's perfect. As I said in the beginning of this, I've made bad choices, poor choices, and had to pay the price for that, right? Sometimes I've had to look back and say, well, do I really want to do that again? Do I want to go that route? Maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should choose this rose instead of this dragon, right? So, this is about what choices you're going to make going forward, and not getting roped into something that just looks good on the outside. And you can't have that, better future with better choices if you're hauling all your old baggage. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. I feel like there's a couple of signs that get this a lot. Virgo's one of them. Cancer is another. So going towards the light, trying to get to a better place, hauling all these negative thoughts, right? Because swords are thoughts and words with you is not going to do it, right? That you can't have a new start, a fresh start, turn over a new leaf, get something different out of life if you're hauling old baggage, old negativity with you. Here's your third swords card, the 4. This person is meditating. This goes back to the Hermit, right? He's going within to figure out his answer. He's got this one sword here, which is going to be his answer, right? The swords above him I think of as the conversation or the choices he's thinking about. And he's going to take some time to really think about it before he answers. This is how I've always seen that card. Now remember, I'm an intuitive reader, and I listen to what my guides say and what they're trying to show me with the different cards. And all the cards do have a base meaning, but I listen to what my guides want me to give you as a message. So with this card, that's how they've always given it to me. This is pondering your answer, right? What you're going to say, what you're going to present. And then you have this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. She is the feminine energy, top of the suit of pentacles, the earthly things, home, car, money, investments, your what you can see, feel, and touch, right, is the pentacles. This is also about your energy. Where are you putting your time and effort? Are you putting it in the right places, right? She's saying get control of your time, energy, and money. This is basically what I'm hearing. Now, the bonus card, which came out with the Queen, is the 8 of Pentacles. So in this one, he's working on something very diligently while he's letting everything else go to the wayside. There's cobwebs growing on these things that he's created. There's a mouse here that he doesn't even notice. There's books here getting cobwebs on them. So what Spirit is telling me right now is there's something else you may want to pursue, but for some reason you put it on the back burner, right? You're focused on this one thing. Now maybe you have a very challenging job that you go to, and there's something that you've really wanted to do. It could be a vacation, it could be a class, it could be anything, a day trip, I don't know. There could be something that you've really wanted to do, and you're working so hard that you're robbing yourself of the experience. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. That was that came right in. Robbing yourself of the experience, my beautiful Cancers. Okay, I'm going to just see with my mini deck of the same, is there anything else that you want Cancers to know about this coming week? The energies, all these energies about all that glitters, superficial people, who you let into your life. 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Progress. Okay, so 8 of Wands is hitting the mark. It's getting what you want. It's getting there. 9 of Wands is you've had a super difficult road. So the 9 of Wands is sometimes the wounded warrior. You're almost done. 9s are accomplishment. So that's progression with action, passion, right? And then you have the Knight of Cups. Oh boy. Throwing in some romance, apparently. So for those of you that are already in a relationship, new sparks could be flying. For those of you that are single and you want to be in a relationship, you could be getting an offer really soon. the Knight of Cups is paving the way for that. But the other thing is, this card is the deeper meaning. This guy is not about fighting. He's all about love, nurturing, and, it could even be friendship. It could be a new friend coming in for some of you. So take what resonates, right? Okay, so recapping. All that glitters. We went over the many meanings of that. The Hermit, Virgo energy. Don't be a perfectionist, right? Go within. The Knight of Swords could be a Gemini paving the way for you to get to those better, more honest views about things. Seven of Cups, making a better choice. Six of Swords, trying to have something new or turn over a new leaf and dragging all that old negativity with you. Four of Swords, really thinking about your answer or your choice, I'm hearing, because the Seven of Cups, right? Really contemplating that before you make the decision. Queen of Pentacles, getting control of your time, your energy, your money, your effort, making sure that it is going to a valuable place, right? One that helps you and the other person. The Eight of Pentacles, doing the work and focusing too much on one thing, robbing yourself of a different experience. Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, you're getting done with it. You're going through a cycle and you're going to wrap it up. This is love and nurturing, your sign, right? And could be a new friend or a new romance or a spark in an old romance, okay? Wow, that was a mouthful, huh? All right, and then to end, we have number 23, which is a 5, the rooster. This noisy bird, one may have observed, will crow before seeing the light. Remember our friend the rooster when nothing seems to go right. One may proclaim a brand new day whenever and wherever one likes. So this is about being able to start over whenever you want, okay? Whenever you want to start over and turn over a new leaf. That was part of what we were saying, the messages that Spirit was giving me in the reading. You can do it anytime you want, my beautiful Cancers. Anytime. Anytime you want to start fresh, start over with a new choice, in truth, not trying to present things in a way that they're not, right? Woo, I love this. Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful week. We will see you next time. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.